Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. This is still Vlogmas here at the Dahlia Society, but we have finished our unveiling of the Advent calendar. You may be wondering where I have been because I did promise you guys quite a lot more of the viewing of our city adventures, and as luck would have it, I have been ill with COVID for the last week. Yes, I would say that really large gathering of like 75,000 people at the Billy Joel concert would be where I picked it up. So unfortunately for me, I picked it up and came down with it a couple of days later. And the really unfortunate thing is I have passed it on to my poor mum, who was very busily helping me pack and send off boxes one day. I didn't even know I had COVID. I wasn't symptomatic at all until the next day, and I just thought, said, Mum, you better take a test. And she's like, oh no, I'm fine all week. She was fine. She avoided it when I was really sick, and then she came down with it over the weekend. I'm like, no. So I'm looking after her. The good thing is this, because I've just had it, I can go and look after her, and we've got her onto some antivirals. And then just yesterday, poor hubby came down with it as well. We've all been avoiding each other. I've been isolating my room, which has been really tough. And the two younger kids have been struck down with it as well. Luckily, the older girls have already all had it and they haven't been affected by it. But the saddest thing about the whole issue with me, especially because now since the beginning I have not ever had COVID, so I've been very lucky. But it had to happen the day before my daughter Charlotte's graduation ceremony, and of course she was graduating for her Bachelor of Early Childhood and Primary Teaching, and I missed out on that. We had the rooms booked in the city, we had tickets to go and see Monet at the Loom, and of course I couldn't go. I had to send them all off on their way. Hubby went with them and they had a wonderful evening. I did cry. I was really sad because it's one of those really important occasions you can't get back. So I really was quite devastated that I couldn't see. But I actually was thankful that she didn't have it, because if she had missed out on it, it would have been really sad. So she looked beautiful. I'll put some pics up so you can see her with her gown and her cap, and she had a really wonderful evening. And the good thing was that my other daughter, Eliza, her twin, got to go and watch her sister, so she was really happy about that. Not happy that I got sick, but happy that she got to sort of go in my sit in my seat. And so they had a really wonderful evening, and they stayed in the city and they went and saw the Loom, and they said it was fantastic. And I was thinking about putting some footage up that hubby had recorded for me, but I really didn't want to watch it because I want to go and experience it myself. And they just said how brilliant it was, and that you just felt like you were in amongst it all, and it was such a virtual experience. So I've decided that over the summer break I want to go with my youngest daughter and my oldest daughter, and we're going to see it ourselves, and I want to experience it firsthand, not just from a video. So I apologise to everyone. If you're waiting to see vision of that, you're going to have to wait till I go and see it myself. So yeah, it's been one of those really roller coaster kind of weeks, emotions up and down, and yeah, so really sad I didn't get to see that, but very proud of her. And the amazing thing was she actually went for a job interview the morning of that ceremony, and she just found out today that she actually got the job. So she'll be a kindy teacher at a little local run kindergarten, and she'll be taking care of the 3-year-old group, which is just amazing. So she was so thrilled to get that phone call today because she was very nervous going for that interview. So yeah, it's all happening for her, so for Charlotte. So congratulations, Charlotte. The sky's the limit. I just think being a creative and positive person, looking after little ones is just such a privilege. So well done to her. So I have, as I say, been really lethargic all week, and just after doing a mountain of boxes, sending them out with Mum on the Monday, I think a lot of you have started receiving them by now for the New Year's Eve boxes. So very lucky we got that done before I got really sickly and tired, and just did a lot of lying in bed. And that for me is incredibly hard because I just can't handle doing it. I know I need to take time out and wind down, but I find just lying in bed watching the TV very just soul draining. I really need to be doing things and keeping positive mentally. So I did enjoy watching a lot of the vlogmas, the ladies doing vlogmas. There's just been so many people doing it, which is wonderful. I did manage to get out in the garden on the weekend because I thought at least I'm out in the fresh air, I'm away from everybody. I planted a lot of my veggie seedling patch, so got that all done. Just took it easy and yeah, had a little potter around, and the fresh air and sunshine was really what I needed. And I did get finished my Christmas Day dress. So I've got that here to show you. I haven't got pics yet, so that will be coming. I might put out a special Christmas Eve episode or something around Christmas Day. I'll see how I go. And I made it from that beautiful Astra Viscose, which is sold out in the store. The Fabric Godmother, beautiful fabric. Let me see if you can see up close the beautiful imprint of the fabric, the jacquard woven threads through the fabric, the beautiful little star print. If you can see the texture on it is incredible. It's really light and floaty and beautiful. And the gold and ivory is so, so pretty. So I ended up making totally different dress to one of the ones that I had picked out, because remember how I said I had a couple that I was unsure of? I actually looked at the weather forecast. It's going to be mid-20s apparently, Christmas Day, and I thought I need a little sleeve because I just thought this fabric would look beautiful on the sleeve. And I ended up making the dress, which is the Viva dress from Fibre Mood, which I made the top back in that birdie fabric from Elise Taylor Fabrics, and loved it so much. And I downsized to a large this time, and I am so thrilled with the fit of it. I left the pockets out. I made it in a longer length with the frill around the bottom, and it just feels amazing on. I'm actually thinking about if I can get out by the end of the week. It's going to be crazy because Christmas shopping, because I'm way behind now because I got sick. I had to isolate. I have seen some embellishment. I think it might be in Spotlight, a gold kind of coin lace with a fringe detail. I'm thinking about putting it somewhere, maybe on the sleeve or on the bottom of the hem, to add a little bit of a kind of a polish to it, a little bit of a sparkle. So yeah, what do you think about that? It's going to look amazing, and I'm really, really happy with the actual fit of the dress. It's floaty and lovely and really classy looking dress, and I love the square neck, square back. And I want to show you something on the inside, a little tag here that says, I am unique. Now, I need to tell you a little story because I had a beautiful card set. Now, these are from Little Rosy Cheeks in the UK. She has a beautiful label brand. I had a beautiful card sent to me in the mail by the very lovely Linda. Thank you, Linda. You really made my day. It was a beautiful gift, not only for the card, but beautiful decoration to hang on the tree as well. And it's from an Australian artist called Natalie Marshall, a Melbourne-based illustrator and designer. She has an Australian Christmas card selection printed on paper made in Australia from recycled sources. And the little keepsake is an Australian plantation-grown, environmentally sustainable wood, all made in Melbourne. I just think it is beautiful. Inside the card was a beautiful handwritten message, and I've already used both the labels, so she actually put in these labels from Little Rosy Cheeks. So thank you so much. That was really, really kind of thoughtful thing to send in the mail. It says, hi, Christine, Christmas greetings for you and your family. I saw these on Etsy, thought how lovely they were, and I know you liked your Christmas decorations as I do. I love what you are doing with your channel and business. Your YouTube channel was the first I found during the pandemic. Linda. Thank you, Linda. That really means the world to me. It's really, really special to receive something handwritten like that in the mail. And I had quite a few people that started watching the channel in the middle of the pandemic, because I remember when I started, it was the end of 2019, and I remember when the whole pandemic thing started in the March, I remember thinking, this could possibly kill my channel. Are people ever going to be wanting to be sewing because no one's going out anymore, no one's really dressing up anymore? But it ended up having the opposite effect, and I had more viewers than ever and more views on the episodes than ever before in the midst of the pandemic, because everyone was doing what I was doing. We were bored. We needed a bit of stimulation there from the screen. We wanted to have inspiration about what to make. Yeah, so I think finding other channels. I know I've had a lot of channels in the middle of the pandemic as well that I still watch to this day. And I think in one way, out of all the awful things that happened around the pandemic, there was some positives as well. We found some amazing content to watch on YouTube. So it has kept me company even in bed, recovering from COVID. So not long before I got sick, I actually had an email from lovely Diane, who watches the channel up in Mildura. Hi, Diane. And she actually said to me, just slow down, lady. You're doing a lot of things. It looks like you're running yourself into the ground. Take care of yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. 100 mile an hour. I had all these plans. And what do you know? A few days later, I got sick. So do you have ESP, Diane? I think you might. But yeah, in one way it said to me, hey, slow down, everything will be fine, to have a few days in bed and just resting. But we had so many orders to get out last week, and I think that Monday before I got sick, we had the biggest day ever in the store. I had so many sales and so many boxes to get out, and I remember at the end of that night thinking, I am so exhausted. It was a huge week, a huge day, and I was so lucky I had Mum there helping me. But yeah, look, she's recovering. She's feeling a bit sorry for herself at the moment, and yeah, big shout out to you, Mum. Thanks. I love you and all the hard work you put in for me to help everything thrive in this business. I really appreciate it. So we are getting new fabrics in this week. I know it's close to Christmas, but I'm still posting over Christmas. If there's anything that you like the look of in the store, don't forget you can still order. I'm getting some new fabric godmothers in because I've been waiting on these, and I know a lot of people are really excited to see that beautiful Joni print. Came in the cream and the green colorway. It's coming in pink, and also a brand new fabric selection from their new range. So that's all happening, as well as some new Lise Taylor. So whether that will come before Christmas, who knows? But if it does come, I will let you know in a newsletter, and that we will be still posting within that Christmas kind of period, of course, having the main days off. But we're not going away over the Christmas period. We'll be going away probably more towards mid-January. So I'm very happy to post anything out to you guys that you would like. No problem at all. So what else am I up to? I finished a Christmas day dress, so really happy about that. What I'm wearing, I forgot to mention, is it's the Sinclair Patterns Zoe t-shirt dress in the Stoff Avalana jersey in the hummingbird print. Love wearing this. It's one of my favorites. I've worn it to death already. I've got my little Lacy Lou Christmas earrings on. My hair is looking really worse for wear. Of course, I had an appointment booked last week. I had to cancel because I wasn't well. That's now booked for the end of this week, so I can't wait to have the hair done, because you know what it's like over Christmas. I think everyone has this thing where we all think the world's about to end at Christmas Day, and if you don't get things done before Christmas Day, then you know you really need to make sure it's all done by then. You don't. I think the world still turns after Christmas Day. Things keep going. And it's okay to take it easy on yourself. If you don't get everything done, it's another day. It won't matter. So, yeah, just take it easy, everyone. Take it from me. Don't run yourself down and try not to get sick. But, of course, when you're out having a great time, like watching an amazing concert, you really don't want to think about catching things like COVID, but things happen. So, okay, I want a nice new summer wardrobe, and I'm really starting to look at this beautiful weather thinking it's warming up. I need things to wear. And I have been... first of all, I started making my Pattern Emporium oversized Ocean Day shirt because I love the green one I made so much. Mum's made two, loves it. And I wanted to do the pink in a short sleeve one. Actually, it was funny. I must tell a funny story because Mum rang me and said, something's gone wrong. I'm making this shirt, but I decided to make the short sleeves from the pattern and they don't fit properly. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I came to have a look, and she had actually printed out the short sleeves from the other shirt pattern, which was the Easy Fit All-in-One shirt pattern that Kate released at the same time as the Ocean Days. And I said to Mum, remember she released two shirt patterns on the one night? You've swapped the wrong sleeves into the wrong one. You can't interchange those ones because they've got a different arm's eye. So yeah, she ended up unpicking it all and fixing it up, and she's like, oh, I need to read things a bit better, but it ended up looking amazing. It looked so nice. So I said, make sure you do a good job unpicking because we don't want any fraying on the linen. And a lot of people have bought this linen from me and said how much they're loving the rayon viscose linen blend. And I always say pre-wash first. You do tend to get a lot of natural fraying on the edges when you pre-wash it. So a lot of people do say overlock the selvages before you throw it in the wash, and a cool wash as well, and then you won't have as much fraying. But I love how soft this washes up, and I'm really loving the pink at the moment on me. So that's the Ocean Days I'm about to start sewing. Then I really love the thought of a brand new pair of pants for summer, and I love the linen viscose in the navy ink colour. And I've been looking back at some old patterns I've made. Mum just made the Sew House 7 free range slacks and loves them. And I wanted to try something similar to them because I also have made them and I love them as well. And the Paper Theory Miller trousers is one that I may like to look at making. The other one I looked at was the Starlike Bob pant, and also the Pattern Emporium Vacation Vibes wide leg culotte pant is another great one. And I'm thinking of doing shorts in the linen in those, maybe just knee-length shorts, because they're just a good basic style. But yeah, let me know your favourite summer pant that's elastic waist. I know I've made lots of Nini culottes in the past and I love that pattern as well. So I do want an elastic waist, even if it's half elastic. I think it's just so comfortable and easy to wear. So that is on the list to make very soon. The other thing I want to make out of this beautiful Italian silk jacquard fabric that I've had in my stash for quite a little while now is a Pattern Emporium Songbird, which is a duster length throw over that I can wear over a tank top or throw over pajamas in the morning. Yeah, that fabric is just so pretty. The other one I've made in the past and worn a lot would be the Sew Over It Sylvia robe. So that's another pattern very similar. Yeah, dusters are so practical for when it cools down at night to pop even over a plain black dress. There's also I think it's the Lichen duster from So Liberated. It's another really nice one as well. So I'm spoiled for choice with things to choose there with dusters. So they're on my list. And I've also got this Marnie Stewart linen that has also sold out in the store. I tend to pick things when I have heaps of them, and by the time I go to sew them, they're all gone. So I'm thinking of the Cello top from Closet Core. That was one I had a few weeks ago that I wanted to make for that. And I will be getting some more nearer to Hanson cotton linens in, hopefully by the end of January, because I know a lot of you are really excited, especially with the Miss Moresby print designs that have been very popular in the store as well. We still have a bit of the Scenic Route prints there in the store. They've still got quite a bit of that left. And I know that the one particular clay vase bird print goes beautifully with the Long Island iced tea caramel colour linen. That's another really pretty one as well. So just so much I want to make. And I think it's been one good thing about being unwell this week is I've had a little bit more time when I felt better to get out of bed and do a little bit of sewing. And that Viva dress sews up so fast. So I really love it. And it's really inspired me to look a bit further and delve a bit further into fibre mood patterns. There's also the Kika dress. I love the look of that with maybe for some of her shortening the sleeve. There's so many beautiful dresses in fibre mood that they've got just my cup of tea, things that I like that are easy wear, easy fit, floaty, and almost that caftan look. And that episode is what I'm making for coming up into the warmer weather here in Australia, and that would be a caftan episode. So really looking forward to bringing you guys a little bit more pattern inspo. And I've also, there's mozzies everywhere. I've also got an episode I want to bring out to you guys with new pattern releases for December. That may be combined with January as well. If we can get some more new patterns, maybe after Christmas that will be coming. But yeah, time's running out for me. So anyway, I hope that all of you who ordered the bespoke boxes for December have started receiving them. I would love to hear what you think, what you thought about the fabric. And because I was unwell, I didn't get to film an unboxing to show you guys what was in it, but I have got video and photos. So I'll be sort of talking you through that, showing you that way, because you didn't want to hear me being all blocked up and snuffly. That wasn't pleasant. But I do know that Hayley from Haymeadow always does an unboxing, and also Catherine from over at New Zealand, So Much Sewing, she always does an unboxing as well. So another busy week. We're winding it back a little bit. I've just got a few odd jobs to do around the house. We're doing a bit of cleaning up and also a little bit more shopping, but have not been in the mood to shop at all. And yeah, I'm looking forward to taking the younger daughter out when she's well enough. But yeah, it's like that, you know, when you feel that last week coming around and you think I'm running out of time, and you think, running out of time for what? There's really nothing that can't be done. Sometimes just be buying gifts locally is great, or even local, shopping. We're lucky that we have a lot of producey kind of areas around here that we can buy from as well. But yeah, really hoping hubby is well enough, because he is the main man when it comes to the turkey smoker on Christmas Day. That's his forte. I don't touch that. So that's one thing I'm hoping he gets over it really quickly. And the pool is half up as well. We've got the shell of the outside done. The liner has to go in. So of course we had so much rain last week. We had to wait for it to dry up as well. So that's all happening. I've got lots to show you around the garden as well. So this is the backyard where I've done the planting. I'll show you behind me exactly what I've done. You can probably see there some barricading because the chickens, yes, they're being very naughty and trying to scratch everything up. So the cosmos are coming up beautifully in amongst the dahlias, so I can't wait for those. Yes, Maggie. And yes, girls, these are the culprits. They are being very naughty and digging things up. So in amongst here, where they've been scratching, I've planted in some watermelon and some rock melon and some strawberries. This one I've done a makeshift little tent over the top because they're trying to scratch up the cucumbers and the eggplant. Chilies, capsicums, tomato and basil, because I love that. We've done a little drip feed system, which I have forgotten to turn off today. The drip feed systems, I think, was just from Aldi. They were like little hoses that you connect to your hose, and they just slowly drip feed everything into there. Some herbs there, and then we've got some silver beet and some more herbs there. So it's all going to be cropping up very shortly, as long as it doesn't get dug up again. And the pool, you can see, is really taking shape. Needs Solana put in, and the statue's going to move from there. She's way too covered up to be hiding in that corner. But I can't wait to get the decking and the gardening all happening. We want to put some ferns along that fence there, because that will really show off the beautiful greenery. And this is our little courtyard area, which is all in amongst all the mess at the moment that we've got out here. So I can't wait to have that all tidied up as well. Grapevines out here are looking splendid. So we need to get the chairs all out, cushions for Christmas Day. If it's a nice day, we might even sit outside. But it's all taking shape, and you can see how much the grapevines have grown every year. The new growth is just amazing. Puts a beautiful canopy over. Then we've got the hydrangeas, especially these beautiful pink ones near the fountain here. You see if I can show you up close. These are really unusual, but they are looking gorgeous with a bit of that warm weather. The blue ones here. And just over here where I do the filming, this little crop here, hydrangeas are looking lovely as well. We've got some pink and some white, and I don't think they were pink last year. I'm sure they were white. Isn't it funny how hydrangeas can change colour depending on the soil? Yeah, no, I definitely bought white, so they've turned a really pretty blush pink. So the little baby fuchsias are doing really nicely too. We didn't get many mulberries this year because the rain had really affected the growth of those. So, and grapevines really travelled really well. So garden's all starting to look very nice, green and summery. Well, and yeah, heaps more to come on the channel. So I hope you'll have a wonderful week, and I will see you sometime this week before the week's out. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.